following off the top of the hour here in Gwinnett County. A number of police cars are chasing a transit bus. You can see it now just entering the frame there. You can see it between the trees, but these police cars have been following this bus. It's traveling down Jimmy Carter Boulevard.
Where police are pursuing this. It's quite a bizarre scene. Fox 5's Russ Spencer joining us from the live desk with more. Russ, what do we know now?
Well, we know a fair amount, Tom and Courtney, but we don't know whether there are people, how many people might be on this bus. We just got a report from Atlanta police. Let me read this to you as we go back to the live pictures, because this could end at any moment, although it's been going on now for quite some time. Here's what we heard from APD. Officers responded to 45 Ivan Allen Jr. Boulevard Northeast in Atlanta in reference to a dispute on a Gwinnett County Transit bus. Upon arrival, the bus fled from the location. Currently, officers working to stop that bus so they can investigate. Well, this was quite some time ago. Since then, that bus at a high rate of speed sped up I-85 and actually rammed into several Georgia State Patrol cruisers. Got off at Jimmy Carter Boulevard, as you say, headed eastbound on Jimmy Carter Boulevard, hit some more cars there. We saw police deploy spike strips. Those spike strips did not work. They then turned on to Lawrenceville Highway and most recently went into the left lanes. Now it looks like that bus has stopped. This is the first time we've seen that bus stop in the entire chase that's been relatively slow speed so far. So let's see what happens here. This, I believe, is Flintstone Drive. That was the last I heard. This is Sky Fox 5 above the road there in Gwinnett County. Help me out here, folks. I hear you talking in the newsroom. Perhaps you saw something that I didn't see. Have they made an arrest of that person? Did we see somebody get off?
People get out of the bus with hands up.
Okay, so we've seen some people get out with hands up. I am looking down on this just as you are.
From our vantage point here in the studio, we can see that there are people being let off the bus.
There we go.
It looks like one at a time, and they have their hands up behind their heads.
Exactly.
It looks like they are being told to get off the bus, from what we can see.
The question is, who was behind the wheel of the bus the whole time?
Right. Initially, Tom and Courtney, there were some reports that came into the Fox 5 newsroom saying that shots had been fired. That has not been confirmed by police, but again, we can see people getting off that bus, as you say, with their hands raised. My view here in the newsroom is not exactly ideal, and of course the trees are in the way as well. But it looks like police have this under control. As we widen out, you can see the extraordinary police presence. At one time, I saw at least a dozen local police cars and Georgia State Patrol troopers following this bus at relatively slow speed after it got off of I-85. But again, we don't have any idea what the dispute was, but it started again at 45 Ivan Allen Jr. Boulevard. And when police arrived, whoever was behind the wheel, whether it was a Gwinnett County bus driver or not, we don't know at this point.
And so one can only wonder if those were passengers that were already on the bus. You say, Russ, that this started with some kind of skirmish on board the bus?
That's what we understand. I mean, it's described simply as a dispute. So, and now we see some more people.
SWAT car.
Is that a SWAT car right there, Cal?
Yeah, they have guns pointed at the bus.
And they have guns apparently pointed at the bus. So the implication would seem to be that whoever was driving that bus, the person who's the suspect that they're after, may still be on the bus. Is that a reasonable conjecture, Cal, do you think?
There are a number of people behind the bus. I think those are the people that went off with their hands raised.
You're looking at this just like we are, but we have another vantage point from a traffic chopper as well that shows a lot of police congregated behind the bus.
Yeah, tough to see because it's in the shadows, and we did see those several people, presumably innocent bystanders with their hands on their head, get off the bus, and that SWAT vehicle in front of it so that it can't go any further. What's happening now, though, is sort of anyone's guess as our helicopter hovers above the situation.
Yeah, one of our executive producers, Josh Voigt, informs me that it appears that SWAT has entered the bus. So obviously well, I shouldn't say anything is obvious at this point, but it would appear that things seem to be under control. Obviously, this chase ended 3 or 4 minutes ago after extending for, I would say, at least 15 or 20 minutes from downtown Atlanta up I-85 again at a high rate of speed. At one point, this bus ran some Georgia State Patrol cruisers, and then once it got on the side roads, Jimmy Carter Boulevard, Lawrenceville Highway, Mountain Industrial Boulevard, that's sort of the path that it took.
Let's
it crossed over into the left-hand side.
We have someone in custody here.
Yeah, it looks like
Russ.
Somebody's being led away there, Russ.
Looks like law enforcement is carrying presumably the suspect away with their hands behind their back.
There we go. See,
We've got a huge police presence here taking them to what looks like a squad car.
Right, absolutely. I was looking at a different shot that we have here from Skyfox 5 to my left, but you're absolutely right. That's the money shot right there of the arrest having taken place.
Just a bizarre scene, again, unfolding in Gwinnett County. Heavy police presence here as what appears to have been a chase of a Gwinnett County bus comes to an end. At times, high speed on the interstate involving striking of other police cruisers on the road and efforts to get this bus to stop using spike strips, and then slowing down here on secondary roadways with the dramatic scene unfolding a couple of minutes ago of what appeared to be innocent people getting off the bus with their hands on their head.
It has to be just an absolutely terrifying situation. No telling what those people have been through today, having been, we're guessing here, but it looks to be obvious that those people were unwitting participants in whatever was going on with this person who's just been taken into custody.
And they certainly had quite a few people surrounding that person inside that vehicle that we're looking at right there. 36117. The arrest has been made. We don't know at this point whether anyone was hurt in the course of this. I'm consulting here with...
Someone's in the back of that cop car.
Yeah. I'm being handed a piece of paper with what we have all seen with our eyes, which is that a man is in custody in the back of that police car. As our entire newsroom now is working to figure out whether anyone was injured in the course of all of this. We don't have that information at this point. But again, this began on Ivan Allen Jr. Boulevard. Police called because apparently there was a dispute of some kind on the transit bus, and when they arrived, that bus took off. And at one point, it was heading at a high rate of speed on I-85 northbound before getting off at Jimmy Carter Boulevard and then making its way to Mountain Industrial and then to Flintstone Drive, where this arrest was made by dozens upon dozens of police. But as you say, Courtney, quite a few apparently unwitting participants, innocent bystanders who were on that bus. We don't know exactly how many, but we certainly saw some of them get off with their hands up and grateful to be off that bus.
Imagine the fear running through their minds. And this wasn't a short chase either. As you say, it started in the downtown Atlanta area and wound up here, traversing interstates and secondary roadways at various speeds. What was going to be their fate, or if this bus during this chase was going to wreck, which obviously it didn't, came to a safe stop there with law enforcement surrounding it and a suspect apparently in custody.
We just have to hope that everyone involved in this is okay, but we're going to keep continuing to follow this story and find out more details. Hopefully from police we can get some confirmation that everybody is okay. There are no injuries here.
And for the latest breaking news, alerts, updates, always check in with us both on your mobile device and anytime on Fox Local on your home TV.